Hey guys, it's Aria, and in this video, I'm going to be addressing the topic of extracurriculars and what colleges want to see in regards to them. I'm going to be using the example of business schools throughout this video, but this advice can be applied to anything: nursing, engineering, anything in the College of Arts and Sciences, businesses, whatever your desired field is. When applying to colleges, the key thing is to be able to show you have a passion or a strong interest in your desired field. And this can be done in two ways: through extracurriculars and through essays. Hopefully it can be done through both. In this video, I'm going to address extracurriculars, and I can always do another video on essays if you guys like. Let me know in the comments. I think the absolute biggest misconception about college, and especially colleges in regards to extracurricular activities, is that you need to be, quote, well-rounded. Maybe this is what colleges used to want, I don't even know, but I actually think it's really going to end up hurting you more than helping you now. For those of you that might not know, well-rounded essentially means you're a jack of all trades. So you have a little bit of sports, a little bit of music, maybe a little bit of science and engineering, a little bit of English and humanities. Basically, you just have a little bit of a variety. Now, this may sound like something colleges would want to see, but in reality, especially if you're applying to the Ivies or other schools like them, it's not going to help you stand out from the other tens of thousands of students applying with the same test scores and grades as you. Yes, colleges do really want a diverse class, but they do this by accepting students who have a really strong peak in diverse areas, not necessarily students who are well-rounded and good at a bunch of different things. For me, I really wanted to go into business. So all throughout high school, I started and built up my own company, which I've talked about before. And if you listen to my stats and extracurriculars video, which I'll link in the description if you didn't get a chance to watch it, you'll know I never played one instrument throughout high school, and I quit field hockey after my freshman year. These were just not things I was passionate about, and I knew I didn't want to continue them in high school. My focus in high school was my company, and almost all of my extracurriculars centered around business and leadership because this is my spike. Now, this doesn't mean I wasn't involved in non-business extracurriculars. Of course, you're going to have other interests besides what you want to major in, and you should definitely pursue those. For me, I was involved in natural helpers, I volunteered a lot, and Model UN was huge. However, even some of those extracurriculars related to my spike a little bit. For example, Model UN, it allowed me to realize that I wanted to explore public policy in conjunction with business, and it involved a lot of leadership, both of which I explained on my application. And for my volunteer work, with one of the organizations, I was working with grant funding, and for another, I was helping to continue a nonprofit, both of which involve leadership and, again, work with business. So essentially, you want to see if you can integrate all of your extracurricular activities together so you can really stand out in one particular way. A lot of you commented in my last couple videos, which kind of inspired me to make this one, that your extracurricular activities, you were concerned because they didn't align exactly with what you want to study. And I just want you to know that that is totally okay. I've met some incredible people who are going to be my future classmates at Wharton who didn't necessarily have much business in high school. However, they still had a peak in one area and showed a lot of passion and expertise in that. If this is you, fantastic. Colleges want a diverse class. They don't want everyone at business school to be kids in high school who started their own companies. It wouldn't be as interesting. Just make sure if your peak is in your intended major, make sure you convey your passion for your major on your essays or in your application somewhere else. So in conclusion, basically, find what you're passionate about. And if you don't know what that is yet, try out a bunch of different things until you do find it. That's what freshman year is for a lot of the time. And once you find out what you really like, whether it's business, leadership, engineering, focus on that and really show your passion for that. I think a lot of kids think that colleges want to see well-roundedness, so they force themselves to like an instrument or force themselves to play a sport, even though that's not what they really want to do. Like I said, I never touched an instrument in high school. I quit field hockey after my freshman year because I wasn't good at it and I didn't really like it. And I wanted to focus on growing my company and being involved in Model UN, and that really shined through on my application, I think. And based off of talking to my future classmates, I think that's what really shined on theirs too, whatever they showed a passion for in high school, whether that was dance or another sport, or it really can be anything, whatever you like, whatever you want to do. I think this idea can also help with feeling overwhelmed in high school. I think a lot of people feel overwhelmed because they're involved in so many different things, but it's not necessarily what you need to do if your goal is to get into a top school. Just figure out what you like, what you want to do, and what you genuinely have fun doing and the people you like to be around, and focus on that. And if you're a sophomore or junior right now and you're like, oh my God, like I haven't figured out what my passion is, or I don't have a spike yet and I'm just involved in a bunch of different things, it's okay. Just maybe for the next year or two, focus in on a couple things that you really like the best and try to make that club, if you're in it, try to make that club grow. Try to become the captain of that sports team. I will be making a video in the future. I know a couple of you commented that you've wanted to start your own companies. I'll for sure be making a video about how I did that and how I handled that through high school. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I try to reply to everyone. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up. I'm actually going to LA in a couple weeks to do some college tours with my sister. So if any of you are interested in me vlogging Stanford, UCLA, USC, I think we're seeing Harvey Mudd, a couple of those like big schools out there, UC Berkeley, I believe too. Let me know. I will try to go on as many tours and info sessions and get all the information on those schools as I can. I'd be more than happy to post a vlog or two about that. And of course, as always, if you have any other video ideas, leave them in the comments. I'm going to be doing a video soon detailing the classes I took in high school, advice for freshmen, kind of planning out what to do in high school, college interviews. But of course, leave me any comments down below. And thank you so much for watching this video.